talking about cause boxes. This is the winter 2021 issue.
Have you heard of Cause Box? It's a thing, it donates to causes. If you
Is
buy
that
a
what it does?
box of jelly and lotions.
So my question is, you buy this box and it comes with all these goodies, and then I'm sure the money goes to something, right? But is the stuff
there's all
like
these causes.
is the stuff like, oh, this is sourced from
Yeah.
my grandma's shit? Should we make
I would assume
fabrics from my grandma's pussy hair?
Yeah.
And we reuse,
Well, I would assume if they have.
So are they double? Is it like doubling up? Like we're selling
We're
the
doing
shit.
everything perfect. Like everything's recycled.
Yeah,
This is recycled underwear.
Yeah, recycled underwear, but also you pay for it, and then that money goes to recycling more underwear.
I don't know.
Or
Some of the stuff.
they give it to kids with ass cancer.
Well, you're looking at the
David.
catalog.
Manju, yeah, but there's a lot of
They recycle for the causes. If they don't have enough money to save,
Let's see how many white people are in here.
Corey, if they don't have enough money to save through this selling the cause boxes, if they don't have enough to save certain kids with butt herpes, and then they can't get rid of the butt herpes, we kill the kids, and then they reuse the kids and to make a purse or whatever. Can you do that? They do that with cows, obviously. That's how they make some purses, leather, couches.
Make a purse out of a child.
Yeah, can you make leather out of a human?
Maybe. Yeah,
Never thought about that.
Can you tan skin? That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
You put the skin on the little thing, the tanning rack, and you.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever played Elder Scrolls Skyrim? You do that in that game.
Do I?
Yeah.
I did not do that part.
I mean, it's not like very interactive. It's
Yeah.
just there's the tanning rack. It's just like a stretched piece of skin.
Skyrim's
So what I've noticed about this box or this catalog,
cause box,
all the pictures of it's either like people of different races, and it seems like they're from their respective cultures and countries, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it looks like. And then white women.
Yeah. Well, the white women got to see themselves in it, so that's why they're all scattered.
We took
catalog.
a picture of Manoj. She's over here, and look, I bought this nice little mug. Look at this vest I bought. I think it's finding her path in Uganda. Oh, she's like in a different country. She's doing her part.
40%
These are black hands.
40% of America, I think, is like basic white women.
Because it's a white family.
Aren't there more women than men in America? Maybe?
Well, if that's the case, then how come multiples aren't sucking me?
I'm getting out of here.
Sucking me on the daily.
If that's the case, then we all got to start doubling up wives.
If that's the case, give me 3 women in my house. They'll have their own room. I'll dismantle my game room. I'll locate it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then I'll just bounce from each room, getting sucked and fucked. And then they can all take turns preparing the meals for the day or whatever,
And it's like having 3 cats in the house. Like every now and then they both start.
Yeah. Whoa. What, ladies?
Yeah. Hey. We throw some treats on the ground. And they scatter.
You know the rules. If you fight, it has to be in a lubed up pit, naked.
You got a little mud pit in the backyard. Oh, you were doing a look away when I was doing a sip. Did a double.
I was looking at Diesel. He's out with the light. This cat is fine. Well, I think that's about an hour.
Yeah, right there. That's I don't know. Yeah. We went to a super spreader last night. That's why I have every common cold in the book right now.
All of them.
I think also I haven't talked that much, maybe.
Yeah.
It had loud music, so I kind of had to yell to you.
I didn't talk. I was like this.
You were just like...
I was miming.
Chris won't shut the fuck up. Just like our podcast. Chris is just yapping, and I gotta just wait for him to shut the fuck up.
Hey, shut up!
Shut up! I had this one kid, we were talking about movies and shit, and he mentions that he loves anime. So I was like, okay, so in my head, and then they kept talking about movies, but I was like, oh, this guy talked about anime, and like I am interested in, like I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and then recently I watched Dragon Ball Super, so I am interested in some anime stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to start something, and then I'm like, this just isn't working. I just don't like this because I feel like that'll happen with many of them. I would start one and be like, this ain't it. And so I waited for a pocket because people at parties and stuff are just, especially, I don't know, they start drinking and everyone's just like, I can't stop my mouth. And then everyone's like,
I need to get my opinion out.
And so they're also talking about movies I just don't know about. And then they're naming every actor in the book. You know how Drew does that? And then I'm like,
Aladdin?
And Drew won't listen to this just because, he reads the descriptions of our episodes and then goes, "Did you make fun of me?" And I'm like, well, if you listen to the episode, you'd actually find us making fun of you. But
yeah, you'd actually find it, and then you could see for yourself.
And then you could try to cancel me for making fun of you on Twitter. So I finally get a chance, and I'm like, all right, well, if you were going to recommend like an anime to somebody, I was like, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, but I haven't really watched too many things. Like I watched a little bit of Gundam Wing, just flipping around
back in the day.
Yeah. So he goes, all right, so try Dragon Ball Super.
Have you ever watched Uganashi? Ukatoshimai? I don't know.
This is I told him about Dragon Ball Z, and then he was like,
Dragon Ball Super, and you're like,
Dragon Ball Super.
Already
and I'm
dead.
Like, well, yeah, I was already there. So.
Next.
Yeah, next. And also the dude, because people are drinking at parties, and I understand this because my dad and two
Raped
brothers both did it also.
All had sex with me.
Yeah, they all don't know when they're just being really loud, like in a public place. Just
Wait,
like
Mark doesn't?
No, Big Spence Dog.
Oh.
Him and I know, right? You got to switch it up.
Egg on my face.
Yeah, 22 years.
You said two brothers. I was like, Mark doesn't yell. I forgot.
22 years of having a sister. Now it's a brother. It.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. That's not.
Dude, she's gonna.
What I mean.
She's gonna cancel you, or he's gonna.
He could.
Damn it.
He could.
We're both canceled.
We're both done.
Your brother's gonna cancel us.
Can't get canceled if you have not even 100 subscribers and stuff.
Oh, you can get canceled.
I don't know. So, anyways, I don't know. The dude was like screaming. He's like, "What about Naruto?" And I was like, I don't know. For some reason, maybe it's because it's really popular. I hear Naruto and I'm like, can't be good. Don't want to watch it.
Looks weird.
And
I guess all anime.
That's what
weird.
He was saying. He was like, "Oh, well, it's really is this," and then he started rattling off many animes, and I'm like, none of these are staying in my head.
He was like,
A Land Before Time, I think he said. I don't know. That's not me.
Can someone get me?
Yeah. But he was screaming at me. My ears are hurt.
I like how that's like a person like you hear people like talk about like the black anime guy.
Yeah.
Do you think racists hate those black people?
I don't know.
Since they're like just an anime and they're like
I am not racist, so I can't even put myself in a position to think about who they would be racist towards.
People. Yeah, someone.
He was like that funny new young black kid who loves anime. Like
yeah,
it's like a
person. It's like a stereotype. Yeah.
It's like a common thing that they'll like throw into stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, this is the black nerd who loves anime.
You know, like then racist white people are like, there's the black people that are criminals, and then there's the black anime guys.
Well, dude, what sucks is Chris Rock has a really good bit in the '90s where he's talking about the difference between like black people and N-words or whatever he says.
What
I don't
word?
know what he said.
I don't know.
Something like that. Oh, all right.
Yeah, that is the
negate.
Yeah, because that's the one in The Office where Michael Scott like says it.
Yeah.
That's
my God.
That's the bit he's doing.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you got black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he say it in the show?
Well, no, he doesn't say. Like, I don't think that he says it.
But he's just that's what.
But like,
I
think he like
referencing.
Yeah, or something like that.
But because there's certain things that won't even be that long ago, and I'll feel like I'm like, that's why I asked. Did he actually say it? Because I'm like, some stuff you just forget about. I forgot. I think I brought it up episodes ago, but like on Waiting, I forgot that they just throw around fag and gay a lot, and I was like, whoa! You don't see that all the time anymore. And so it felt
This country's going down.
felt pretty normal in 2006 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And now you watch it, you're like, ugh.
I haven't seen it. I only watch sophisticated movies. I only watch Citizen Kane over and over.
I don't even know what that is.
This is a really old movie.
Oh.
I've never seen it.
Nice. So I will check out like a new anime or new to me anime at some point. I feel like
I've thought
I'll
about
do
it,
the
and then I go, I'm too busy getting chicks.
Well, I love all these podcasts. Like, so if I'm playing a game and I want to throw something on, I throw on a funny podcast, a podcast I find interesting or funny or whatever, and then I'm playing a game while that happens.
And Jordan
I
goes,
do that.
shut it off, please.
Yeah. I'm listening to too many guys just explaining shit on the TV and it's driving me nuts. Trying to cook in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's right. Say that again. Remind me what you're doing. Keep doing it.
Yeah, do it all day.
Do it all day.
Do you know who David Goggins is? Motivational speaker. That dude. So have you ever watched any of his clips? So his whole Instagram is like, he's usually like running or like jogging.
I've seen like some of his stuff.
Yeah, so he's going and he's like,
he's like super like ripped and shit.
Yeah, so he used to be like really big, like really overweight. Not like if I got fat. If I got fat, I'd just have a fucking gut and I'd have these twig arms. He was overall fat where he looked like an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Like the biggest offensive lineman, like 360 or whatever.
Man.
So,
that motherfucker's $3 bills.
So he has like an inspirational story or whatever, but he he just saw him. He had a backpack probably full of weights while he's like running, and he's like, you decided to wake up today, and he's like, he goes, and all those other people out there, they're average. Do you want to be average, or do you want to do something with your life? And that's the whole attitude. And I'm like, well, every day can't be like this.
Yeah.
You can't be doing this.
See,
so I can't go to Disney World.
See, I
can't go to Seattle on vacation. Can't go to Denver and freaking hit the ski slopes.
All these people that are like this, it's like, yeah, because your life is that, and everybody else who's average. Well, I have to work 40 hours, and I have to pick my son up from school.
I have 3 kids.
And then I have to cook them food because I don't have
He's got
time.
nothing going on. He's like, I got fucked up feet because I can't stop running because I don't have a life. So I can't stop running because I can't. As I know I'm going to eventually be dead, and you don't want to be dead. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to be average, so I move. And I'm not average. I'm not an average person. I just keep running. My toes are fucked up. He like posts pictures of his fucked up feet, and it's like, fucking chill out.
Oh, yeah. Soak your toes
Sit down.
Yeah. How about wake up and soak your feet in a nice
can't be every day
chamomile bath.
Yeah, I wrote down some things he says. He goes, it's all about the mindset. Says it in every video.
Yeah.
You gotta have the mindset. I'm like, you gotta stop yelling at me. Because sometimes there's like motivational stuff, but then also I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes it's way better for your mind and shit to be like, I'm fucking laying down today.
I don't know. I just think if you're happy, then who cares?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get because there are people that don't do anything all day, and like they're like, oh, I just hang out and like watch TV and
yeah.
But I mean, they're like really like miserable. But like, I mean, if there's people that are like, I don't know, I just like I go do my thing and then I come home and I just like chill and like play games or whatever. And if like you're happy and like you get out and do stuff when you want, like, okay, well, then why don't you just do that? What's not the healthiest life? Oh well, I guess. Like everyone can't just eat fucking grains and run. I don't know.
Yeah, only eat vegetables or whatever.
Yeah. Eat like it's hard to do. Like
yeah.
I don't know. If my job was like, I don't know. If you had a job where you just made like so much money, or like you had, and then I don't know, because even like people that work a lot, like, because there's like even like streamers and stuff, like they'll stream like 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, and then after like you get up and it's just like, I mean, okay, so just because you're sitting there playing, like you're engaged doing something, so then you're gonna be tired because you're just doing something for 8 hours, like that's mentally exhausting, and then you still have like, okay, well now I need to eat, and like, oh, like if you have a kid, like I gotta hang out with my kid, and
I
like
gotta clean up my house.
yeah, and
Gotta
like
take my
hopefully
dog
like
for
you have
walks.
like a, cause I think like some of them if like they're with like their girl, obviously. Like I've seen ones where they're, like their wife is like their manager,
Yeah.
and like their job is to, like manage all their shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be like the perfect situation. So now like your wife doesn't have to worry about going to do a bunch of like she doesn't have to worry about going to work at like a fucking Starbucks. She can just be like, okay, if you have like, you know, because a lot of them do like I'm sure they do like interviews and like you know whatever.
Yeah.
Or like like that Walter guy or David. Sorry, who's
Yeah,
Walter?
David Goggins. You almost said Walter Cronkite?
No, I almost said Walter Goggins. I think that's like an actor.
Oh.
Or what? Pretty sure. I don't know. David Goggins.
Walter?
I'm sure his whole like he just gets. I'm an inspirational speaker and like this.
Yeah.
What I do is how I make money. So then like his whole life can just be doing that, and he's like, get up and do it. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna fucking pay me to run around the block.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
He goes in this one video I just watched. He was like,
wanna see me fuck this chick?
Say, yeah. That's something he would never do. He doesn't even look like he has sex. He's like, I can't stop running.
Yeah,
I just run. My feet are fucked up.
Does he yell that?
Yeah. No, he doesn't yell at my feet are fucked up. But
I've seen him running and like he just looks over at the camera and he's like,
yeah,
no. Yeah. It's like he's just talking.
It's all about the mindset. What the fuck I put here? I put it might be true, it might not be. But if you think about it, he'll just say that. So he'll say a bunch of stuff and go, that might not be true, but it might be. And you're like,
so you're just like an out for like, don't listen to me because it might not be true, but listen to me.
Yeah, I don't know. And then he goes,
and then Rogan walks in.
There's someone out there who wants the woman you're with. There's someone out who. A lot of the motivational stuff, I'm like, it's like to me it seems like a trick. That's why I'm bringing it up. It just seems like a bit of a con. That like you can be motivational, but like,
but you can also be motigational.
Yeah, motigational. He like, I don't know, man. You just seems like there's not really much context in something. So he just kept going. There's someone out there who wants the job you have, and it's like, all right, well here's the list coming. There's someone out there who wants the house you have, and then you're like, all right, well this seems very like very similar to like the speaking way of like a televangelist or like Joel Osteen yapping about some like church stuff. It's like, there's someone out there who wants what you have. There's someone out there who wants your job. Wife. Someone out there who wants to nail your wife in front of you while you're sitting there with healthy, nice-looking feet. He's got disgusting feet, like me, fucking your wife. But
there's a pedophile that can run faster than you. He's gonna steal your kid.
He's got fucked up feet because he's been running. He's been training. He's been above average. And what have you been? Fucking average. Like, he just shits on average a lot of the time. And I'm like, I just feel like a lot of people probably check it out and go, I mean, you just shit all over me.
Yeah, maybe.
He just crapped all over me. Sorry, like you said
like
earlier.
Bill Burr with the fat people, though.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta do other stuff. I can't just be running every day.
Yeah.
I can't run for 9 hours a day.
Run like an eagle. Run like an eagle?
Yeah.
Fly like an eagle.
Run like a...
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Fly like a rhino.
I ain't running.
Run like an eagle.
I feel like if I started running, like, my joints would hurt, and I would just be like, nah, sucks.
There's a couple times I had, like, because I've been running, because I'm listening to David Goggins. No, I'm kidding. But...
Run, you fucking bitch!
My feet are fucked up!
Well, that's it. I wish I had a soundboard. So I could be like, you're gay.
Gay guy. Gay motivational. Motigational.
Dude, you know what's weird I noticed?
I'm David Goggins.
When you go to like when you go to a Sonic,
yeah,
all the workers are like these young like girls.
Oh yeah.
But then like if you go to any other restaurant, it's like just a melting pot of everybody else. So like, you know, it's really weird. Like Sonic's like we don't have any old people or mentally challenged people here.
Oh yeah. your chair off of this. I think we're shaking it. That was just shaking. I was like, whoa.
Oh, look at Jacked House over there.
Yeah, no, think about that with there's like certain like a Dairy Queen or certain ice cream stores.
Ice cream places like
and it's
that
just
too.
always just like little girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And they're like, hey, old weirdos, do you want to fuck
We
these
need
girls behind the window?
yeah, can we look into the people who run
Hire
these
them?
places, who hire these people? Just at least check it out.
Yeah.
Look at someone follow them around one day from a distance and see if anything weird's going on.
Hey, get all your friends to work here.
Hey,
Diesel.
dude, I want to fucking kill that cat.
He wants more
What
food.
a dipshit. I don't know, dude. He's fucking pissing me off. Really,
He used to be in the gutters.
really dampering the show.
He's really putting a damper on the show.
Oh my god, here, talk about something.
All right, everybody. This is what it would be like if it was just me. You know what I hate? I hate when you're driving. I feel like my rage comes out a lot when driving. Because driving, there's set laws and social norms that everyone needs to abide by. And when you don't, you automatically go, hey, you're not doing this thing that everyone should know. The people that drive super slow, or they're like, you know, freaking, do I look good on the camera?
Yeah.
Like, I'll just rage instantly on the road. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it's
road
just,
rage?
yeah, my rage comes out a lot on the road. Like, instant. Because I feel like everyone knows the laws and you should know what to do, and as soon as you don't do it,
Rogan has a quote for that. Like, you're doing like it's like high stakes. You're at high stakes. Anyone could be in a car crash. So it's like everyone needs to straighten out and fucking do the right thing out here. Why are you pumping your brakes because you're on your phone changing a song or whatever?
Yeah.
You know, some dipshit not using a turn signal.
Yeah.
That's why that not using a turn signal is that annoying, because it's like you can fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Wreck someone's life right now.
Oh baby. Oh baby. Did you beat were you fighting your cat?
Yeah, I went in there and boxed him up. Boxed him up, dude.
Boxed him up. Did you see that video I sent you of the the weigh-in?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Like what the? Like if I saw
don't
someone
know.
like that, I'm like, someone needs to call that guy an ambulance.
Yeah, I didn't look it up to see this guy. So we talked about this happening to a female fighter not long ago.
Yeah.
But this guy was weighing in, and he clearly like couldn't even stand after losing all the weight.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand on his own. They're holding his arms. He's stumbling on the weigh scale, so they're trying to get his weight, and he's like keeps falling off. But they need to get his weight without them touching him. But they have to touch him so that he could stay standing.
Yeah.
And
well, just like this, like.
Yeah, so many people are like, even John Anik, the UFC announcer, he's there and you hear his voice and he's just like, and Chad Smith weighs in, and I'm like, how can you just be like, this fight should definitely still happen?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because don't they weigh in like the day before?
Yeah.
So like you're telling me tomorrow he's gonna be 100%?
It sucks because there's so many fighters who just want to get that 40K or whatever the money they get. Yeah. So there's so many fighters that are like, well, I mean, if it's up to me, if I'm stumbling like that, let me recover a bit. I'll fight tomorrow. I'll do it. And then I don't know. It's not good for your body, not good for your brain.
Maybe it's not,
You're dehydrating your brain.
There needs to be some rules. I don't know. I think they could be stricter with like the health. I think some like they need to have like doctors come in there and go, yeah, you're about to be dead.
I think one FC, one fighting championship, whatever it's called, they have like, I think they do the weighing like periodically as you train leading up to the fight. So it's like, this is your weight. So I think that's what they do. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, and I don't care. I do kind of care. I don't want people getting hurt.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know, that's why I'm going to go back to the WWE, where everything's above board.
I saw a cool WCW video from like, I think like the late 90s.
I am a real American.
Fight for the gay rights of Americans.
There's a
Hollywood Hogan with a
speaking of
diamond
Hulk
cup.
Hogan, I saw a video. This guy was playing that new Resident Evil Village game, and then he's like, there's like written on the wall, it says "Help me, brother."
Yeah.
And then I was kind of I was like, oh, this is stupid, because he's like, and then like the text on the video, it said, "Oh, is Hulk Hogan in this game?" And then the song, "I am that song like started playing. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the song, but I mean, I don't know, the joke's kind of lame. Like you can tell he was like, "Dude, this is gonna be great. Put this on the internet."
Oh, got him.
Help me, brother.
I meant to send you a video. Remember I told you my brother sent me a video?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how to. I kind of wanted you to watch it. See, I don't know. It's 5 minutes, and I kind of wanted you to skip through it. But the video.
Just describe it.
Yeah. So the video on YouTube. I think it's titled "How Do You Explain This?" With like "this" is in all caps. And this stuff always bothers me. Like, so Alex will send me stuff that I'm like, I would never click on this. I would scroll right by this. So the video says, "How do you explain this?" I don't care. I'll just keep scrolling. And then I think my brother keeps looking at these YouTube videos, and that's why they come up on his algorithm. He's watching like weird conspiracy videos,
Yeah.
or whatever.
He's got his little algorithm going.
Yeah. So, because I don't see any of this.
Mine is all just comedy and video games. I'm like.
So his is
that.
This guy. The image of it, the thumbnail, is LeBron standing there, and then it's like just an arrow at like here, and it's like if you look, and then writing on the thing, if you look a little closer. So at first I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be something about like LeBron and hating cops.
Yeah.
And something like BLM and cop hating and all this bootlicker stuff or something. I was like, I don't. This is gonna be horrible. So I started, and that's not the vibe at all. Nothing in the video was like that. I'm like, okay. So starting it, and it kind of none of it makes sense. Like this guy is horrible, and that's another problem that like Rogan and Bill Burr have talked about this. I'm like, so you can have a YouTube video, and like this, where a guy is like, isn't it kind of weird that this happened and this happened the same day, 4 years before this, and that happened and this happened, and it really. When you connect it, if you think about it and look a little deeper, in this one interview, the guy farted. And does that mean he's going to be in heaven because the fart rises and that's where heaven is? Like, they just like make all these like connections that aren't connections. They're just making it up, but there's no rebuttal. That's the point that Bill Burr and Rogan talk about.
No one that arguing
it's just one guy who's just yapping about something that makes fucking no sense, and that's what this video was.
And there's nobody asking, well, what's this? And where's this?
And then you just go off the comments. So I'm sure there's a shit ton of shitheads who are like, wow, if you do think about
really
it.
Open my eyes.
Whoa, crazy. And no one's even looking into it. No one's even checking it out.
Dude, I bet you just people were like, man, no.
Yeah, I saw a few people making jokes, and I'm like, I was like maybe making fun of it. So Alex sends this to me.
But that just goes to show you, few people making jokes, and then everybody else going, tuh.
Oh, I wish, damn it. I needed to have my fucking phone. God damn it. So like.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Let's stare at it for a while and see if it'll come over here.
Yeah, maybe. So, I just start roasting it to roasting the video to my brother as I'm watching. Like I just back out from the app and roast.
Like that.
So the beginning of it, he's like, he's just like, this guy was gonna sell his shoe and he's gonna be on this team, and he keeps saying he likes the Knicks. Does that mean he wants to eventually be on the Knicks? And it's just like, I'm like, maybe. And then the guy keeps using the word, so he explains what subliminal messaging is, and I'm like, oh, so like this guy gets like 7-year-olds or people who are new to like English and don't know that word, because
so subliminal
he had to
messaging.
explain that, which I thought just
he like flashes like
subliminal messaging is just tits.
I was gonna say his dick.
Subliminal cock balls, gape, ass, it's crazy shit. But like,
really, that video is just getting guys to have sex with him.
Yeah. So
really, what I've been doing is flashing my dick.
Just flashing his Cash App. Just send some money back. So he makes a few. So the beginning of the video, it's like 5.5 minutes long. He connects a couple things where like this player sort of wanted to go to this team, and that could happen. this one other player hinted at this, and then the trade happened. So there's certain things where I'm like, all right, like guys want to move teams, and then they move teams. That's what happened. And him in his head, it's like, oh, well, this might have been from this press conference. The guy winked at the reporter. That reporter was born in Seattle, and that's why he got traded to Seattle. It's just stuff like that. It makes no fucking sense, but the guy's connected to it. So he explains what subliminal messaging is. That's fine. And then he continues talking about these players moving teams, and he's like, oh, he was subliminally telling you in this press conference. And then I go, that's not how. I paused it, and I messaged Alex and put, that's not how you use the word subliminally.
Yeah, what?
That's not for
a basketball player was in a press conference and subliminal messaging. So
his face changed.
I'm gonna go to the Knicks, and
so I was like, that's not how you use that word.
He just flashed up a sign. I want to go to the Knicks.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying the Lakers, and it just keeps pulling up a sign every 5 seconds, and then people are like, what is he trying to tell us something? Someone get YouTube Jerry on this.
Yeah. So she's got lady's coming down. She's got to make some food. She's running by. So, what's up, lady? Don't stomp too hard.
I got COVID from the super spreader last night.
Yeah, we all did. So, yeah, he makes those connections or whatever. He says. So I go back to the video after I roast how the guy doesn't know how to use subliminal, and I go back and I press play, and he's like, and I know that's not how the word is used. I'm going, how do you continue watching this video? I'm bothered that my brothers, both of them, watched this video and then continued finishing the YouTube video after how dumb this guy is. So I was like telling Jordan, like I feel like I'm like now I feel like I'm being a huge ass because like my brothers are like, well, this video is interesting, and I'm like, I'm annoyed that you think I can probably throw up a clip of it or whatever or something real quick, like sometimes you can do the cards in YouTube, and I can put a link to it so people could even go to it.
There you go.
But also, I don't think anyone should go to it. It's so stupid.
Don't support it.
So I'm just bitching about it, but like, so I just couldn't believe the guy was like, and I know it's not subliminal. So I roasted that to Alex, and I put in quotes like what the guy said, and then was like, what the fuck? And he just goes, shut up.
Alex said that?
Yeah, he's upset that I'm just now roasting this horrible video.
Yeah.
And then I continue on, and he starts connecting. He's like, and now here's one of the big things. If you look at the comments, there's a bunch of people going, the second half of this video needs its own video. Like basically saying like, because he gets to this other thing, and they're like, that needs to be the center. Like rather than, because in the beginning he's talking about players moving teams, and he's using the word subliminally incorrect. And then he gets onto this other thing. The other thing was in 2019, one of the first games in the year, might even been the first home game or whatever. They're playing the Utah Jazz. So the guy's connecting. Oh, the Utah Jazz were supposed to play when one guy had COVID, and that's when COVID stopped. So started. So he's connecting COVID. Yes, he's connecting that, but he's not saying anything. And that's another thing that Jordan brought up that was nice. Like we're talking about it, and it's like some of these videos. Like this conspiracy shit or just something that makes you think. There's no statement. Yeah. There's nothing like Brad Pitt did 9/11.
Yeah.
And this is why. Here's all of our info. Brad Pitt hired these people.
It's just like
to get the plane.
So this is this and this is that. Makes you think this could be this.
They're playing like eerie alien music.
Yeah.
And so it's bothering me that my brothers, both of them, the bullshit meters are not going off. They're like, oh. And it's like I should send them right away. I should have sent them a fucking ghost hunter video and went, maybe. There's ghosts in this prison.
Now you're onto something.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
And then they go, that is interesting. I did kind of hear a in the corner of the bedroom.
I'm gonna rape you. Whoa.
Yeah, some guy edits the video later. Rape. And then you're like, oh, there's a rape ghost in here. So
rape ghost.
So the guy, he goes, they were playing the Utah Jazz. Isn't? He just kept going, isn't that creepy? Creepy. You thinking something's creepy means nothing. This isn't a grand conspiracy. The NBA knew about COVID, so it continues on. So in the intro of like introducing, I think it was one of the first games with Anthony Davis and LeBron playing on the Lakers together, and um, they're doing like the intro. These drapes drop, and they're playing videos on the drapes, and it's showing like LeBron do his huge dunk with his arm to the side, and they're showing Anthony Davis getting alley oops, and showing all this cool shit with them two. And then it just goes warning, warning, like because these guys are just destroying the league, and like that's the whole gimmick, warning, warning. And then they have like a guy in a hazmat suit, and the guy pauses it and goes, "Did you see that? Now this was 7 months before COVID. What is this guy doing wearing a mask?" I'm like, it's the theme of warning, warning.
You could have found like
So this is what I said to Alex. I go, dude, you could connect that with anything. I go, Resident Evil. There's a guy that has a little contamination on his shirt, and he walked out of the place. And then, is that why the video game, maybe the video game the turned movie was trying to tell us something about COVID. Maybe they were trying to let us know when the first PlayStation came out with the first Resident Evil. Maybe they're trying to let us know that COVID
the video's about that?
That's the thing that in the comments people are going, wow, like that needs to have its own documentary. And this is so many people.
Oh,
makes you think.
Man, that sucks.
What?
Like, there's so many things.
It's a person that wore a mask, and
the world is so big, and so many things happen all the time that you could literally just connect.
This was mind-numbing to me.
But you can connect anything with anything. Oh, dude, my fucking neighbor down the street just bought a new car. I got one a year ago. Are they copying me a year in advance?
Dude. And then I feel like I'm being like some smart-ass asshole. Like I'm like, oh, look, I know. I can read bullshit, and you guys can't. Let me help you, because you guys are dumb, or whatever. But that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm being an ass, but I'm like, you should be going, this is dumb.
Yeah.
I had a speech class in college.
He didn't send it to you like, dude, this is funny.
Well, no, so that's the thing. That's what Jordan asked. And I go, no, look. He sent the video. Mark goes, that's kind of interesting. No, it's not. And then Alex goes, and Mark is cool. Like if Mark was here and I'm bitching about it, Mark would just be laughing. Because Mark gets that like I'm roasting this video. If I watched any skeptical video where someone's like, maybe fucking ghosts fuck you at night. Like, you think you eat 8 spiders a year, you're getting fucked by 8 ghosts a year.
Did you eat spicy food that made your butthole burn? Or did you get raped by a Mexican ghost with a chili penis?
With a chili cock. And so like
Alex probably saw me just say that. I went, wait a minute, maybe.
I feel like Alex, if he's listening to this, he wouldn't, which he's not. But if he was, he would just be like, he wouldn't.
I'm turning on Rogan.
He wouldn't be able to hear the rest of us. He would just be going, I know, just fucking raging. He wouldn't even be able to hear us talking about it. But shit. What was I saying before? We always trail off with saying doobie chili dick stuff.
That's fun.
But
yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, so you're right. So Mark said, he goes, that's interesting. It's not. And then this is a group chat with just 3 brothers, and then Alex goes, like isn't it, or like, oh no, he goes right, with a bunch of eyes, and I'm going, and that's when I was like, I was at work, and I was like, not watching this video. And then after I saw, like, that's kind of interesting, and then like, right, I'm like, all right, well now I gotta just watch this, and it's probably gonna be the worst thing ever. And like I said, at first I thought it was gonna be stupid about like LeBron and like cops, and like, look, he tweeted, and he took down a tweet, and he's sitting there, and he wants all cops dead.
I think LeBron is actually a cop.
Yeah, just some goofy, some crazy shit. So,
I like doing this with a mic. Like a bird.
Just beaking it?
Yeah. You ever beak a pussy with your nose? You give it a little lick, and then just like, when you go,
do a little nuzzle.
That'd be cool.
Little
I like to get all up in there.
Nookie nuzz. So, I say too much. Sorry, everybody. I think you're yes. So I had a speech class that this guy, he was in a band, like a local metalcore band or whatever. And so this dude fully tatted up. So he was the guy. This is like one of my first like, so when we were growing up in like high school, people passed around the CD, like a DVD of Loose Change, and people were like, whoa, think about the possibilities of other things.
I remember I watched it.
Yeah, so there's stuff like that. I remember getting it from like a kid who looks like he still watches Alex Jones and all this crazy shit. But so like we grew up with that, and then not soon after that, I'm in college, and I know of some conspiracy stuff. People thinking people are reptilians, and I think that's actually part of what this guy was talking about. So in our speech class, I talked about like rollerblading, or just something I thought was cool and like something interesting, and then like hardcore music. I've done stuff on that or whatever in school, like, in the class. So you had to speak on it and talk about stuff. So this guy, his whole thing was, and he had a couple of things tattooed on him, and then he also was pointing to the board, and he's talking about the McDonald's M and the Monster Energy and 666, because the monster, those little M's and the little lines in the monster, that's the Arabic logo for Satan or whatever. Just and then the McDonald's logo is with that sideways. It's actually 13. 13's unlucky. They don't have the floor 13. That's the floor that a plane hit. Like, just nothing making sense. And that's what this video was doing. It's going, maybe this and that, and think about it. Think about it. And so this guy's speech, that was like my initial visual and experience of somebody just not making any fucking sense and just being like a conspiracy freak. Just you're schizophrenic of like the world working in goofy ways. I don't know. So I don't know. I want to go back in time and show, like, when my brother sends me a video or anybody is like goofy conspiracy, whatever. I want to show you this kid's speech. What do you think of that? You think he's on something? Like,
maybe. Yeah, people attach everything to everything.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, look at this. It connects here. See how there's 4 dots? Those 4 dots represent the 4 stars that align with this thing, and then
the Little Dipper has got 4 for the main part of the square. Is this about soup? Is Campbell's soup?
I know you've heard of the Little Dipper, but have you ever heard of the Little Dicker?
Little Dicker.
Stick a little dicker in me.
I mean, in the video, it ends with no conclusion. It's just like, maybe they knew something. Because in the intro to a game, warning, the Lakers are going to destroy the league, warning, contaminated, and the guy in a mask, like, that's how, they know. I don't know.
The NBA.
I really thought of the Pandemic movie, there's a movie that's just called Pandemic. Oh, they knew.
Keep yawning, everybody.
Or they talked about how pandemic could happen.
Yeah. Or
did they know? Whoa.
Or we're all getting fucked by Mexican chili ghost beans.
Does that make these people, like my brother or someone who likes this video, does that make them feel more powerful? Like, oh, I'm also on the team of like, maybe we're finding things out. Things aren't the way they seem. That maybe why would they be? Oh, also, that's not. He thinks that's subliminal messaging. How they didn't not. We consciously saw the guy in a mask. We didn't subconsciously, no, unconscious. We didn't.
He just knocked out
my ass. Like, oh my god, drove me crazy.
Well,
hey,
I think like it was funny because like I feel like the Trump people, because they're like the government's against us, and then it's like I know, and then they're like, but like Trump is good.
But Trump's
it's
like
he's like, oh, I was with you, and then I'm not with you. Like, I don't understand. And then like
the same as people going. It's just about the same as people being like all for Biden and also saying like the government is fucked up. And then you're like, well, there's all these other dumb things that I don't like about Biden and Kamala and all this other stuff. and then they'll go, well, it's better than Trump. It's like, all right, well, this all sucks.
Yeah. It's like barely. I don't know.
That's the only reason
I think
he got in. It's barely better.
Yeah.
It's still shit. But.
I mean, yeah, fuck. We're fucked.
I heard this interesting thing in Florida. They have like this mosquito. What the fuck is the name of it? I will never be able to pronounce it. Aedes aegypti? I don't know. It doesn't make it. Agupta? These Agupta mosquitoes in the Florida Keys area. I guess they've been spreading.
I'm a Gupta mosquito.
I'm a Gupta.
I will suck your blood.
Take them out of Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
So they were spreading diseases like dengue. I think that's what it says. Zika virus.
Dengue.
Dead gays.
They're spreading the virus, dengue, which means, and then you turn gay.
And then you turn gay.
This mosquito stings you, and it's like dengue, and then you leave, and then you're like,
little twinkle,
and you're like,
twinkle happens.
I want to suck a cock. Or if you're a woman, I want to sniff a pussy.
Sniffer a schniz.
Scissoring, like, do women actually like that?
I think a couple of them do it when they're younger, kind of like 69ing.
Nice.
You do it more if you're like you get older.
Bring
and
69ing back.
What? Bring 69 back?
Bring 69ing back. Let's do it.
That's the name of the episode. So these mosquitoes are spreading yellow fever and chickamauga. That's not what that says, but it says like chikungunya. I don't know. There's all these diseases.
Chikungunya. Chicken soup.
Chicken soup. Zika soup. Yellow fever soup. Chicken soup. That's what the mosquitoes are spreading. But so for some reason, only the female mosquitoes bite.
Oh my god.
So they're the ones spreading it.
It's because they're a bitch.
Yeah, so if these female bitch mosquitoes weren't such...
If they could just learn their place and stay in the mosquito kitchen, nobody would get bit.
Yeah, you don't go out anywhere. That's where you're finding people and you're biting them. Stay in the kitchen, feed for the... Cook for
your man mosquito.
Someone who's a scientist that just knows everything about like mosquitoes and what they need to do. Actually, they wouldn't continue.
Well, the female bites because they're the one that has the baby. So then you just suck the blood, and then the male, and then we're just like.
Well, we're being.
No, look, the bitch mosquito.
No, seriously. Tell these bitch mosquitoes.
Hold on, are you a woman scientist? No wonder you're saying this.
Yeah, no wonder you're
biased.
Filling us with lies.
Freaking.
So they. Yeah, that is right though. What you said, they need the blood to produce the eggs, so like that's what happens.
Yeah,
so
dude.
They genetically modified 750 male mosquitoes in this Florida Keys area.
Transmosquitoes.
Transmosquitoes. Dude, the transmosquitoes is funny. They will hopefully. Yeah, it's just hopefully. It's just like, well, they're not gonna breed with dogs. But hopefully breed with the female mosquitoes, and then they go. However, the males carry a protein that will kill off. Oh yeah, they're trying to like. Oh yeah, they have like this. I remember reading about it. It's like this. The males will then like get with the females, and then it'll when they make more. I guess it basically gives these female mosquitoes a problem so that before they're to the age where they can bite, they die. So rather than them maturing to biting age and biting people and spreading diseases, they just start like dying. I was just bringing that up because I was like, yeah, get rid of women.
Yeah, get rid of women. Get rid of women. Someone needs to give my wife some virus for when she goes to nag me. Her mouth sews shut for the evening.
Someone needs to take her out of the house. I don't know.
Someone needs to show my wife how to clean a gutter.
I just did that.
I know, that's why I said that. Get the lady outside.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm annoyed it's raining. I was gonna mow the lawn, and then I walked outside.
That's why I mowed it.
Well, I looked out the window this morning. I went, oh, it's dry, cool. And then my dog's outside barking a lot, and I was like, God damn it! So I went outside and I went, it rained. God damn it! Why did it rain? Sometimes he barks, and it makes his whole body go like this. He's like moving.
Yeah.
And then he sees his friends outside, and they don't come inside and say hi to him, and he's like, "What the hell? Come on!"
Tom Wilson killed the whole NHL. That's what he did. He knocked out everybody.
He's like, "You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead."
He's lined up the refs and the goalies.
Stay.
Knocking everybody out.
I'm kind of hungry. Watch this.
Hey, what's a better body function? Burping, farting, or queefing? What's the best one? Rank body
I've never
functions.
queefed, but like what feels better, or what's funnier, or what's smellier, or what's
just? I mean, you don't have to do it yourself. Just what's cooler to know about, to see, to hear, to feel.
Because it's like funny. Well, I mean,
yeah, I guess whatever you want.
I think
just overall good.
I think farting would have been number one because there's the funniest.
Because they usually got really I don't know, man.
And
now that TikTok's really open,
a lot of times, like,
a lot of
farts,
noises.
like,
I don't know about.
To me, like, farts will be like oh, they make you feel better. But usually when I have farts, it keeps coming back, and you just keep having a fart. Like a burp is like one good one, and you're like, oh man, that's great.
Yeah.
So I think like a burp is more relief because like one good one, and you're done. And then like queefs, well, keep that bitch in the kitchen.
I'd have to ask a lady. Which I don't know any, but
it's when you're pounding them and you're just shoving all that air up there.
That happens.
And I'm like, sorry,
dude. The first few times I heard it. So, but now TikTok, it's like they're just apparently going.
Yeah.
They're all just doing it. So that makes me think there can't really be is there relief in that?
You want to have a queef in the face? It just goes. Do you think it smells weird? Maybe. Probably it smells like a pussy.
A little bit like a pussy, you know.
And if you have a gross,
it's gotta smell better than an ass.
Oh yeah.
Your face is right there with the freaking spicy heater getting touched on.
I saw a TikTok where this like nurse, like someone like stitched it. So this nurse walks in like a room, like just a random patient room, and like opens the door and then just like farts in the room and then leaves. And then like the person who stitched it was just like had like a fake background of them like laying in a bed like they're a patient, and they just went. And I was like, jeez.
I thought it was gonna go a different direction. Like they're just laying there and then like.
Well, the nurse was like kind of hot, so like she like farted and then walked out, and then there was just a guy like he acted like he was sleeping, and then he just like opens his eyes and turns and just went.
There's some goofy stuff like that. Like what's big on the talk is people going.
Oh yeah, that lip biting thing.
Yeah, they did lip bite with the maybe.
You know what else is big? The.
Why'd you have to do it?
That I've seen.
You know what's crazy?
I'm on some teacher TikTok where like they're like act like they're students, and like the she thing is like a big part of the school.
Yeah,
lifestyle
I saw
right
a lot
now.
of different teachers.
And I'm sure because like teachers nowadays are our age, so just picture me and you like in a class, and then just like I would be going. Chris would just be screaming at a student.
Who's fucking doing it? Who's fucking doing it?
Chris is fired for just beating the shit out of a child.
They all stop doing it themselves, and they start like playing different TikToks, so I can't see anyone's faces doing it. Who's buying the ticket? So I walk by the doorway.
Like, dude, Mr. Robertson's great. He just freaks out.
He's just pissed off. He's gonna kill fucking Chase one day.
Chase. Well, you gotta kill Chase.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
If your name's Chase.
Thad? Yeah, Thaddeus. Thad.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dude,
too.
welcome to the class, Chase and Thaddeus.
Chase and Thad were boys. How about both of you go outside?
Hey, how about both of you play lacrosse and then I bomb the whole stadium?
Yeah.
I don't think they play lacrosse in stadiums.
Yeah.
They play in like backyard.
Yeah, they play in someone's backyard with a bleacher set
They play like where little children play soccer. That's where lacrosse people play.
They play across the street from that.
Yes.
Well, everybody.
Michael Stop says yes, yes.
Yeah, I think it's from something else that I don't
really?
know. Yeah. It's like some.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Well, I need to find out.
He said it one time. He's like.
Mike Christine is funny on TikTok.
Know. I follow him.
Oh, just like people, our viewers.
Oh.
I'm talking to you.
Mike Racine's funny on TikTok. I think he's funnier on Twitter.
Yes, he's better on Twitter. He just had a baby, and he was tweeting a lot of funny stuff, like about like the whole process. I can just picture him there, like she's like going through something. He like, just turns to like fire off a funny tweet, but like he posted a picture with like an image over his baby's face, and he's saying how like he's a conservative or something. Like he doesn't want people to see his baby. When also everyone in the world can post every picture of a kid before it's like 2. They all just look like goofy aliens.
Yeah.
Kids just look silly, and they're not really distinguishable.
Kids don't do anything for me. No, if you got a picture of a dog,
show me that.
Show me your dog. Want to see my child? No, I don't. Look at him. He picked up the spatula. I'm like showing you a picture, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
They grow up so big, and it's just trash in the house. It's fucking ruining your property. I'm
gonna do a stretch.
I saw this comedian I follow, Jamie Lee. She posted
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
In the Michael Myers movie.
That lady.
Sorry.
She like you just said, you want to see a dog, whatever. She posted this picture, a couple of these pictures about a cat. So I see the first one, it's a story, and it just had this cat, and it looked kind of cute. She's holding it, so you don't see much of the cat. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And then you're going through, and it's got all these images of the cat. The cat is like in horrible shape.
Oh.
Like its weight was a really fluffy cat, but it also just really So then maybe just at first I was like, oh, cute, and then I'm like, oh, and I just feel bad for this thing's existence. She's talking about it because it like passed away, and I'm like, oh, like I don't know. She was.
Oh, dude.
It just looked sad.
Your triangle has the smallest planet.
Yeah, I know, and we have the biggest triangle. Unbelievable. Where do you find those triangles or whatever? That's not even a triangle. What is that? A rhombus? No, it's not a rhombus.
It's like a.
It's a 3D. It's a mirror.
It's like a diamond shape.
Are we ever gonna play Battlefield 5?
I don't know. I'll play.
Downloaded it. It's 140.
I'll play.
You gotta continue on with your life.
Oh, it's 140.
Yeah.
Like the time?
Yeah.
Like the real time?
Yeah, real life, real daytime.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Me either. Hey guys. If you rate our podcast on
tell people to listen to it.
Yeah, if you rate it,
maybe it'll take off, and then I'll have to avoid the internet forever because people will just be talking shit about me.
Yeah, dude, that's what's funny. Mark and Sam, their podcast, We Might Be Drunk. Sam's like, yeah, I don't listen, I don't read any of the comments, and Mark's like, I read every one of them.
Yeah, Mark said he said that on another podcast.
Yeah,
Joe was like,
yeah,
oh no, I avoid it all.
What do you do? You can't. Especially Mark, he's getting big. It's like you're gonna have so many negatives. And he's like, yeah, but they improve you. They improve you. You look at yourself. I don't know, man.
Because it's shit.
Maybe if there's a few
how many people say stuff are
good
just
critiques, but
picture that person. They're not improving anybody.
No, they're the YouTube commenters. That's just fucking talking to you. They're just people who believe in how do you explain this.
Yeah, but it's either like a troll, so they're just doing they might not even believe it. They're just doing it because like I just want to be a dick, or it's somebody who's an idiot. Like, oh man, comments make me so annoyed because like they'll comment on something where I would go, I mean that's barely a problem, and this is the problem. I would go,
yeah. I mean, how many times I listen to a podcast that I've started and it sucks.
Yeah.
And I just go delete. I just delete the podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That's how I solved that.
What's it is these people are like. People are literal losers.
Everyone's
and they're like they have a sad existence.
This guy sucks. He said dumb stuff. He sucks.
Yeah, they just have a sad life and they need to bring everybody else down. Yeah. I know it's like people say it's like the cliche thing to say, but I feel like it's just so true.
Yeah, you got nothing going on.
Because I've never even been close to the urge to go, I need to tell Rogan how shitty he is.
Especially him.
I mean, I make jokes about people, but like I'm just joking around. I don't even dislike Rogan. I just whatever. I don't know. I feel like we talk about Rogan a lot. It's funny though.
Yeah, we're usually shitting on stuff.
Usually we're touching our cocks and jacking off.
One of our podcasts with the most listens is because it's called Joe Rogan Sucks.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think people are like, oh, do they have any spicy info?
No.
They start it and we're both like, hey, I'm gay and I shoved it in my ass, and then they're like, these guys are idiots, and then they turn it off.
I'm gonna start a new
because it sucks. No one even tells us it sucks. They just turn it off.
I'm gonna try to make a new record. how many locations on the planet I can jack off to completion and not get caught. That's it. Catch me next week on how many times I've already done it.
We'll give you an update.
I'm not doing that.
I thought that's what you said. Catch me next week.
I'm not doing it anymore. I changed my mind.
All right. Like I'm already over it. All right.
Okay.
Do you got anything to tell the listeners before this continues on to the serious Mad Dog Radio?
Listen to this.
Listen to this. Bing.